नमस्ते विद्याओं खुश रहिए I JVWU Muskan Kumari from the Department of Science and Technology and I'm working here as an assistant professor in Vidyapeeth University and the Faculty of Education and Methodology. So it's well known to all of you that you all are the students of the MCAT second semester and your course name is Networking Program which is basically given to me for to teach to you. Okay, so I have made multiple sessions regarding this course. So now today is the new sessions which I will discuss this with you today. And your session name is basically UDP Socket Options. I have discussed regarding the TCP sockets, and TCP socket options, isn't it? Multiple sessions which is covered by me in your networking programming. And now today this is the new sessions that name is your UDP socket. And I let me know one thing that you will know about the TCP and UDP, which I have already declared in the previous sessions. That what is the use of the TCP and what is the use of the UDP, isn't it? Clear? So now I'm just want to share some files which will help to you to understand it easily. So just hold 1 minute. I'm just sharing that once. So here is the files which I just want to share with you that UDP elementary sockets. Okay, so here you can see that the user datagram protocol, that is basically known as the connection list. UDP is also known as the connection list and unreliable datagram protocol. So user datagram protocol is a connection list and unreliable datagram protocols and the function call for the typical UDP client and server. Clients don't establish a connection with the server and doesn't server doesn't accept a connections from the client and receive from, here is the word receive from function returns the protocol address of the client, so server can send a response to the correct client. Clear? So here is the 3 points which you should keep in mind. First one, client doesn't establish a connection with the server and server doesn't give any acknowledgement and the connections from the client accepts. So receive the function, he is receiving, receive from, there is a function that's name is the receive from, returns the protocol address of the clients to server clients and so server can send a response to the correct client. Okay, so today's topic is on fundamental differences in two transport protocol layer, TCP and UDP, and new sessions that we use with UDP sockets. That is the name is the receive from and send to function. The use of connect function with UDP and concept of asynchronous. Okay, so basic introduction. UDP is the connectionless and reliable datagram protocols. This is well known, and there are why we are calling here because there is unreliability of the transferring of the data connections, and there is no initiality of the connection oriented. Okay, there are still instances when UDP is the protocol of choice, like the DNS and SMA. Okay, UDP clients don't establish a connection with the server, so the server also doesn't accept any request from the clients. UDP server don't accept any request from the clients. Here you can see that the diagrams that each server socket bind receive from and blocks until the datagram received from the clients till they are going to be blocked, and when the process are going to be requested, then he send to the client side. Socket send to whom for the data request to the server, and server is just process that request and send to data reply as a which is get by the function that names is the receive from, whose function is the client function, data from the servers and they close in the files. That okay. So this is the socket function of the UDP client function. Receive from and send to function is what? That these two functions are similar to the standard read and write function, but three additional arguments are required. Here, like you can see that, like has include system socket.h, and here the size which receive from socket forwarding, here the address of the buffer, size of the that and the flags to connection is oriented or false, getting false extract socket address from the socket length and address length, right? So as size sent to integer socket fd, constant void buffering size and bytes integer flag, these are both return number of bytes read or return okay, return if okay minus one of the error. Receive from and send to concern. Socket FD is basically working as a descriptor. Star buffer is basically the pointer to buffer read or write, and bytes number of bytes to read or write. Flags set to 0 for now. Okay, and send to is 1. 2. Socket address structure containing the protocols through which you are sending the data packets, and here the address IP address and the port number of where data is to be sent to whom the address, and address length size of the socket address structures is and that will be in the integer value. Okay, and receive from is what? Receive from socket address structure that is filled by the receive form with the protocols, and install address length pointer to the user value. Now here UDP echo server means getting further requesting. Okay. Here you can also set that F gets and F puts at that place in TCP you are getting the get and set, isn't it? Get socket echo and set socket echo, this type of the functions here you are using. Read echo client server from this one's UDP is that F gets UDP client sent to request to the UDP server for receive from some data from this ones, and when this is uh, match that data with the help of DNS, then he is sent to uh, who client, and client received from server and get that data easily, isn't it? That is working on the F groups, and it is for getting the information and it is for the putting the information. Now UDP echo server main function has included given dot h into the integer arguments, character argument. Here the socket descriptors, structure, socket address in the server address, client address, and socket descriptor equals to socket, internet socket diagram, and set the booleans like the zero. Here boolean zero. Or what server address and size of the server address, also their family and internet here. These all are the server address, string address as the underscore address, and host to network long in adder any, and this is the server port also fetching this ones. UDP equals server DZ underscore equals function, which shows the now happening the echo from the during the servers. This is showing that server main function is what? Server main function. Note now use the socket diagram need to mean UDP in and edu adder any zero, and server port number is here this in address in any locations is set to be zero, and the port number is here, and this echo doesn't serve processing. Server is a echo concept. What happens is loop reads next diagram and sends back UDP echo server DC function continued here. The function never terminates. This function never terminates. This is an iterative server which is typically for UDP. Concurrent server calls fork function. TCP is typically concurrent. And UDP socket have the receiver profiles asides. Aside size is controlled by socket options. So receive buffer. Socket receive buffer. Okay, so this is all about the things. Only you have to read in this session that what uh, the UDP socket option, and these all here UDP echo server DB functions. This will discussed in the next session. I will. Okay, so I hope that you all get these points in very briefly, and there should not be any problems in this session. So if you have any problem in registration, then please do comment in the comment section box, and I will discuss that your comments, doubts in the registration. And I hope you enjoyed this session. And please read this session from the multiple sources. Also refer multiple standard books and online websites. And the question maybe arises from this one that please make the differences between the TCP socket option and UDP socket option. What is the basic difference between these two? Then you have to describe the points, okay, which is makes the difference between these two. And that's all. This session is over. Okay, thank you.